You wake up tired. Again. Not the kind of tired that sleep fixes, the kind that sits deeper. No matter how much you rest, there's this quiet heaviness that never fully leaves your body. You start your mornings already drained, and maybe you've been living that way for so long that part of you has started to wonder if this is just who you are now. But here's something important to know. Being tired all the time isn't a personality trait, and it isn't a life sentence. Over time, when you begin to understand how energy actually works, how sleep, habits, and small daily choices shape the way your nervous system recovers, things start to shift. Not all at once, but gently, and in ways that actually last. Today, you and I are going to walk through some of the most grounded, science-backed ways to feel more awake and alive. Simple things that help your mind rest deeper and your body recover faster. Think of this as a gentle reference, something you can come back to whenever you enter one of those low energy seasons. First, let's clear two basics. The first one is simple. Are you actually getting enough sleep? It might sound too obvious to matter. Maybe you should just sleep more if you're tired, right? But many people don't realize how much rest their body truly needs. For most of us, the sweet spot is around 7 to 8 hours of consistent sleep, yet more than half of adults get less than 6. And when you regularly sleep under 6 hours, your brain starts functioning as if it's mildly intoxicated. Less than 4 hours, and it's even worse. Yes, a tiny percentage of people can survive on very little rest, but if you're listening to this, that's probably not you. So before you change anything else, start here. Do what you can to give yourself closer to 8 hours a night. Even a small improvement can make a noticeable difference. Next, ask yourself, what's your chronotype? Are you more of an early bird or a night owl? This isn't just a cute label. It's actually part of your biology. Some people's bodies are wired to wake up early, others to stay up later. And trying to fight that rhythm can backfire. If you're a night owl forcing yourself to sleep early, your rest won't feel deep. Your body's natural cycle, your circadian rhythm, won't match the schedule you're pushing. That's why so many teenagers feel constantly exhausted in school. Their internal clocks shift later during puberty, yet mornings start too soon. Studies show that later school times lead to better attendance, fewer behavioral issues, and improved well-being. Of course, your schedule might not always be flexible, but whenever you can, try to align your sleep and wake times with your natural rhythm. You'll feel a real difference, not just in energy, but in mood and focus too. Your chronotype can shift throughout life, and that's okay. As you change, your rhythms change too. So instead of forcing your body to fit someone else's routine, start noticing what feels natural for you. Soon, we'll walk through what to do from the moment you wake up to the time you fall asleep, step by step, following the science of rest and energy. But first, take a breath. You're doing better than you think, and this cycle just keeps repeating itself. If your alarm goes off while you're deep in sleep, waking up can feel especially heavy. That groggy, foggy feeling isn't random. Your body simply wasn't ready yet. As your natural wake-up time approaches, your body starts preparing. Hormones shift. Your temperature rises slightly. It's your body's way of helping you wake up softly. But alarms often cut that process short, especially when you're already low on sleep. When you hit snooze, you're asking your body to slip back into another sleep cycle. And that cycle usually leads you back toward deeper sleep. So, when the alarm rings again, it feels even harder to wake up. If you have the choice, it's often kinder to yourself to just sleep an extra 10 or 20 minutes straight instead of setting an early alarm and snoozing through it. Once you're up, gentle movement can help, even something small. Research shows that just 30 seconds of light activity can help you feel more awake, not necessarily sharper or more productive, just awake. And sometimes that's all you need. Light also matters, a lot. Morning light signals to your body that the day has started. Sunlight works best, but even bright indoor light can help. If you can, step outside during the day, even for a little while. About 30 minutes of natural light can already shift your energy. If falling asleep at night is hard, try giving your body more light in the morning, then gradually less in the evening. Bright mornings, dim nights. It sounds simple, but your body listens to those cues. Hydration helps too. After hours without water, your body wakes up slightly dehydrated. A glass of water in the morning can gently support focus, alertness, and mood. It's a small thing, but small things add up. Then there's caffeine, something you probably know well. And yes, it works. Caffeine blocks the chemical signals that make your brain feel tired. That's why it can feel like instant energy. But over time, your body adapts, and you might find you need more to feel the same effect. The real challenge with caffeine isn't how much you drink, it's when, because it stays in your system longer than you think. Even an afternoon coffee can quietly interfere with your sleep that night, often without you noticing. Try keeping caffeine to the earlier part of your day. It'll make it easier to fall asleep later, and your sleep will likely feel deeper too. Food plays its part as well. You've probably noticed how your energy shifts depending on how you eat, not right away, but over time. When you eat balanced meals regularly, your body feels steadier. When you rely on processed or sugary foods, energy spikes and crashes become more common. Everyone's different, but the pattern is clear. Whole, simple foods tend to support better focus and sleep. It's not about perfection. It's about noticing what helps you feel better and gently leaning toward that. And if you can, avoid eating too close to bedtime. Heavy digestion can quietly disrupt your rest, even if you don't feel it right away. And finally, movement. This one might surprise you. If you've been avoiding exercise, you're not alone. You can start small, a short walk, a few stretches, or just moving your body a little more throughout the day. That's enough to begin. Over time, regular movement helps you sleep longer and deeper. You might find you wake up fewer times at night and feel more alert during the day. But this isn't about quick fixes. A single workout won't transform your sleep overnight. It's about consistency, gentle, steady effort that builds over time. And maybe that's the real secret. Not pushing harder, but caring for yourself in small, steady ways that help your body remember how to rest. Just like with food, it's the long-term habits that matter most. Small things, done gently and consistently, start to add up in ways you can actually feel. What's interesting is how the cycle goes both ways. Movement supports better sleep, and better sleep makes movement feel easier. It becomes this quiet, positive loop. And while everything you've heard so far is connected, movement might be one of the most powerful pieces of it all. If you spend most of your day sitting and staring at a screen, you probably feel it too. On the days when you barely move, your energy feels heavier, almost stuck. It's strange, but using energy really can create more energy. You notice it again and again once you start moving regularly. Research supports that as well. A sedentary lifestyle doesn't just affect your sleep, it shapes the way life feels overall. The only time movement doesn't help much is right before bed. Exercise raises your body temperature, and it takes an hour or two to cool back down. If you work out too close to bedtime, it can quietly make falling asleep harder. Naps, though, they have their own kind of magic. Short naps, around 20 to 30 minutes, can gently boost your focus, memory, creativity, and overall energy. As long as you keep them short, you'll wake up refreshed instead of groggy. If you want to nap longer, it helps to commit to a full sleep cycle, usually about an hour and a half for most people. That way, you're more likely to wake up naturally without that heavy, disoriented feeling. Try to keep naps earlier in the day. Once the afternoon starts to fade, naps can make it harder to fall asleep at night. Alcohol is another big one. It's common to unwind with a drink in the evening, but alcohol and deep sleep rarely work well together. Even though it can help you fall asleep faster, it often interrupts the deeper stages of rest and makes nighttime awakenings more likely. And of course, waking up foggy or hungover doesn't do much for your energy the next day. As bedtime approaches, warmth can actually help. A warm shower or bath raises your body temperature, and the slow cooling afterward helps signal to your body that it's time to rest. That gentle temperature drop is one of the cues your system uses to prepare for sleep. Warm water also relaxes both the body and the mind. Two things you'll want on your side before bed. Sleep tends to come more easily in a cool, dark space. Lower temperatures support deeper rest, and darkness tells your brain it's safe to slow down. Bright clocks, glowing screens, or even small points of light can keep your mind alert when it's trying to settle. If you have a clock nearby, it can help to turn it away. Not knowing the exact time makes it easier to drift off. There's nothing to count or worry about. Phones are trickier. They pull your attention, light up your eyes, and keep your mind alert. Even knowing your phone is beside you can make it harder to relax fully. If you can, try leaving your phone and other glowing devices outside the bedroom. It's a small boundary that can create a big sense of calm. And when you find yourself lying awake, staring into the dark, try not to fight it. If sleep isn't coming after about half an hour, it's usually better to get up and do something quiet and low stimulation. Read a few pages, breathe, stretch a little. These small, calming actions can help reset the moment. Lying in bed, watching the minutes pass, tends to increase anxiety, especially when you know morning is coming soon. Gentle movement can help that tension loosen. If you wake up during the night, avoid checking the clock. Seeing the time often triggers stress and pulls you fully awake. Keep the lights dim, even for a quick trip out of bed. Darkness supports your natural rhythm. And remember, night lights aren't just for kids. Sometimes a soft light is exactly what makes the dark feel safe. And when you find yourself lying awake, staring into the dark, try not to fight it. Sometimes sleep is shy. If it's not arriving after half an hour, get up gently and do something quiet, something that asks very little from you. Maybe read a few soft lines from a book, stretch slowly, or just sit in silence with a cup of water. Let your body know you're not angry with it, you're simply waiting together. Lying in bed, watching minutes pass, often makes the mind spiral. You start counting hours, calculating how tired you'll be tomorrow, and the stress keeps your system on alert. That's why a little movement or a quiet ritual can help the body reset the moment. It reminds your brain that the night isn't a problem to solve. It's just a rhythm to return to. If you wake up in the middle of the night, resist checking the clock. Numbers can pull you right back into alertness. Keep the lights dim, even for quick trips out of bed. Your body listens to every signal of brightness. Darkness is not the enemy here. It's the space your nervous system uses to rebuild itself. And if you need a soft nightlight, use it. Safety and comfort matter more than perfection. A small glow that feels kind is better than complete darkness that feels unsafe. What matters most is how you treat yourself in those quiet hours. You're not failing at sleep. You're learning your rhythm. Your body knows how to rest. It just needs the right conditions and your patience to remember. Sleep isn't only about closing your eyes. It's a relationship between your body, your mind, and the world around you. The light you see, the thoughts you hold, the way you breathe, all of it becomes part of that conversation. And when you start caring for that relationship gently, you begin to notice something beautiful. Rest doesn't come from control. It comes from safety, from letting your body feel that it's finally allowed to let go. So tonight, as you dim the lights and close your eyes, try whispering one small truth to yourself. Your tiredness isn't a flaw, it's a signal, and it makes perfect sense.